Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today's lesson is going to be on human reproductive system. Beginning with the spermatogenesis. I will be telling you that there is an essential requirement of FSH and vitamin E. FSH, that means follicle stimulating hormone, and vitamin E. Because due to insufficient amount of vitamin E, sterility can occur. Then, if we split the term spermatogenesis, we get sperma and genesis. The sperma, that means seed, and genesis, that means formation. So, the term spermatogenesis is the physiological process by which male spermatogonia develop into mature spermatozoa, and spermatozoa are the mature male gametes in many sexually reproducing organisms. And so, the spermatogenesis can be called as the male version of gametogenesis. And this process of the formation of sperm is occur in testes. Testis is the male gonads. The process spermatogenesis begins at the time of puberty and continues uninterrupted till death, although there is a slight decrease can be seen in the quantity of produced sperm with increase of age. A healthy adult male can produce 400 million sperms per day. So, the process spermatogenesis can be divided into three phases: the multiplication phase, growth phase, and the maturation phase. So, beginning with the multiplication phase. The germinal epithelium, which is consisting of simple cuboidal epithelium that contains primordial germ cell. During multiplication phase, they starts multiplying and multiplying by mitosis and forms two type of spermatogonia, that is spermatogonia A and spermatogonia B. Spermatogonia A and spermatogonia B both are diploid in number because they are produced mitotically. After the formation of the spermatogonia, spermatogonia A further lead to the production of the next spermatogonia A and B, whereas spermatogonia B that carries forward the formation of sperms or takes place in the process of spermatogenesis. Then we come to the growth phase. Spermatogonia B undergoes growth phase. During this phase, spermatogonia B increases in size and structure. This is also occurs mitotically, and then spermatogonia B produces a diploid intermediate cell that called primary spermatocyte, that is diploid. That means it has 46 number of chromosomes and there is no reduction in the number of the chromosomes. The next phase is the maturation phase. In the maturation phase, meiosis occurs. Meiosis is the reductional division. In this phase, one diploid primary spermatocyte produces two haploid secondary spermatocyte by meiosis 1. After that, secondary spermatocyte further enters into meiosis 2 and convert into two haploid spermatid each. So, total 4 spermatids are produced from one primary spermatocyte. Then each spermatid undergoes division to produce one sperm each. So, there are 4 sperms are produced from one primary spermatocyte. So, this is the chart form of the process spermatogenesis. In the intrauterine life of a male embryo, there is already formed primordial germ cell, that is 2n or diploid in number, that means it has 46 chromosomes. In the multiplication phase, primordial germ cell convert into spermatogonia, that is also diploid in number. After that, spermatogonia produces two types of spermatogonia, spermatogonia A and spermatogonia B. Rather say spermatogonia A further leads to the production of the next spermatogonia A and spermatogonia B. Whereas spermatogonia B enters into mitosis and produces one primary spermatocytes that is also diploid in number, that means 2n, and it has 46 chromosomes. After that, primary spermatocytes enter into meiosis 1 and produces two secondary spermatocytes. Both secondary spermatocytes are haploid in number, that means they has 23 number of chromosomes, because primary spermatocyte produces two secondary spermatocytes by meiosis. So meiosis, though meiosis is the reductional division, so there will be the half number of chromosomes, and that's why they are haploid in number. Then both secondary spermatocytes enters into meiosis 2 and produces two spermatid each. Four spermatids are produces from two secondary spermatocytes. They are haploid in number, because the secondary spermatocyte produces spermatids by meiosis. Though meiosis is the reductional division, so there will be the half number of chromosome, and so the four spermatids are haploid in number. Then four spermatid produces in the maturation phase, four spermatid produces one sperm each, and they are haploid in number. That means they has 23 number of chromosomes. So that means four sperms are produced from one primary spermatocytes. But in the oogenesis process, one primary oocyte produces only one ovum. So it is one of the difference between oogenesis and spermatogenesis. And also there is a special type of cell that helps in the process of spermatogenesis. The cell is Sertoli cell, that is situated in the seminiferous tubule. The Sertoli cell provide nutrition to the growing sperm, and it also act as a blood testis barrier. Because the sperms are haploid in number, so they are acting like foreign body to the body's immune system. So because all the other body cells are diploid, so the sperms are haploid and they may be distracted from the body's immune system. So the Sertoli cell do not allow the sperm to move towards the blood, and so it acts as a barrier. So by this process, Sertoli cell helps in protecting the sperm. And it also helps to produce anti-Mullerian hormone or Mullerian inhibiting factor that inhibits the development of female genital organ in the male embryo, and also helps in the production of the hormone inhibin, which is prevent over secretion of FSH. FSH is the follicle stimulating hormone, which also helps in the process of spermatogenesis. And in the process of spermatogenesis, there are some special terms that I will be discussed to you. So beginning with the spermation. What is spermation? Spermation is the release of the sperms from the Sertoli cell. Next, spermiogenesis. Spermiogenesis is the term that used to describe the conversion of spermatids to spermatozoa. Next, spermatocytogenesis. This is the process where spermatocytes are formed from spermatogonia, and from there immature sperm is produced. The next is insemination. So what is the insemination? During copulation, when male genital tract releases one type of fluid, that is semen, into the female genital tract, so this process is called insemination. On that note, I will be telling you that there is about 300 million sperms in semen during one time of copulation. Next, spermation. Spermation is the release of the sperm from the male gonads. The male gonads, that means the testes. So ejaculation is the release of the sperm from the male body. So this was the process of spermatogenesis. Hope you enjoyed learning, guys. Thank you.